What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And today we will be talking about two YouTubers that extremely went downhill and something that killed their YouTube career. Some YouTubers died from things not being their fault. Some YouTubers tried to hide the truth. Some YouTubers just got terminated. And some YouTubers just have not been talked about at all. Their view count isn't the same, their subscriber count isn't the same, and it's been going down for several months. The first person that died from their YouTube career is a YouTuber named Smosh. In 2005, right in the brink of publishment from YouTube, you will see Smosh, one of the first channels to ever upload YouTube. And you might not believe me, but Smosh was actually the most subscribed channel before PewDiePie, and PewDiePie obviously has more subscribers than Smosh now, but before he didn't. And I have no idea how you let that happen. Like, somebody who was literally the most popular and most relevant channel 3 different times, just let it die and let somebody who was literally below you get higher than you is kind of insane. But let's get into the main point of the video. Smosh would have prominence and renown for the types of videos he would upload on YouTube in 2005 through 2006, and he was gaining his relevancy through those years. They uploaded entertaining, comedic effect, attention-seeking videos that would attract a lot of viewers and usually kids to watch on his channel. Oh, I almost forgot, Smosh was a 2-person and joint channel. And the people that were the owners of the channel were Ian and Anthony. And before they even had YouTube, they had a site called Smosh.com, and they would usually have games and have many animations that you would unlock and see. And it would basically be like flash animations because, you know, back then they didn't have a lot of technology. So they used like stickmen usually playing. And they thought it was really funny, I guess. That's not the point. The point is they were best friends. And what happened later, what you would see is true deception at its finest. And a big deformation. But other than that, let's watch a clip of them being friends in the video and doing comedy skits in the video. So here you go. Stupid!
Can you shut the hell up? I'm trying to get ready for my job interview.
This stupid turtle on a cloud keeps killing me. It's not even possible to sit on a cloud. God, this game's stupid.
Come on, man. It's not that hard. Wow, you do suck at this game.
God!
Come on, man. It was just a joke. Jeez. You can't even get past the turtle on a cloud? Ha! You suck at everything!
Shut up, Ian! I swear on my eternal love for Princess Peach, I'll make you pay for what you've done!
You see how they use entertainment, physics, and comedic effects compared to how they did it through 2015 to 2017? I'll show you a clip of them. They act and pursue things a lot different from what they did back in the day, and I'll show you a clip of them doing that.
By the way, oh, hey.
Oh, Marty, this is my boyfriend, Steven.
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Good to meet you. Yeah. This is a really nice place you got here.
Oh, yeah, my girlfriend does a lot of the upkeep around here. Actually, let me introduce you guys. Babe, this is Sarah's new boyfriend, Steven. Steven, this is my girlfriend, Alexa.
Isn't she pretty?
Oh, baby, come here. Come here.
Okay.
From that clip that you just seen, we could see a lot of pullovers and hangovers and kind of pinnacles that we could see throughout that clip. Anthony, the person who was the boyfriend and the other person who got mad over a Mario game, before he seemed like he wanted to act in a lot of videos, but now he just seems like he doesn't want to be there. And for a while, to like 2011 and 2010, it's been like that for a pretty long time. They were still being the most subscribed, but now they're not. And this has to be the most weirdest disappearance we've ever got to unravel. Just the fact that how they were the most subscribed platform and everybody was talking about their relevancy and how they're pretty much nothing and nobody's talking about them now It's crazy. But I'll get into what really killed their channels. So Smosh decided to legally partner with a company called Defy Media, even though they knew before they could only strategize their own work and make scripts that they find that is funny and what their needs of interest were by themselves and intellectual. But now since they signed that company, the company will do some changes and some pretty strict ones too. Their changes would be challenging for some people, but for Ian, he just rolled around with it. But Anthony just wasn't really. And you can say this is why Anthony was like that in the second video or second clip I showed you, but from what I've seen, it might be true. So if Smosh had an idea, the company would just not accept it because it wasn't a part of their boundaries, and they have standards that they did not abide by. Everybody's expected their acting becoming a little stale at the moment, but something happened that nobody expected to happen. Anthony, Ian's best friend, left his own partner and the whole creation of Smosh. Now, there are still workers of Smosh to this day, but Anthony and Ian were the original two, and just Anthony leaving Ian all by himself is pretty crazy. And if anything, without telling him or giving him any heads up, it's pretty wrong, and like morally it affects someone's moral compass, and I feel like he was in the wrong for what he did, but he simply gave a justification of why he did this. But he said how him working by himself was a huge passion that he's had, and how Defy Media would just not take his ideas and what he thought of. So basically, he would have an idea, and Defy would just say no to every one of his ideas. So they would basically have an idea, and then the Defy Media company, what they would sign, they would just basically say no to every one of their ideas because they thought it was too stupid. They would deny every single thing. But since Anthony left the YouTube channel and Defy Media had strict boundaries and rules that they had to abide by, they can never become the highest subscribed channel ever again. Because it's not only because of Anthony leaving. Once they were together and they signed that partnership to companize with them and partner with them, they could never become the most popular subscribed channel again. It was completely over for them. And one reason what might be the case is, for what I say a lot, people just get bored. Some people just lose interest into watching Smosh and like creating YouTube videos, and I can understand that from any standpoint. Like, some people could just stop doing this because they get bored. Leaving a channel would never be good. But the fact that he sticked with him for this long and let something like this would happen to his life, where he had to sign a contract and companize with a company like this, made him go through this. And I feel like that whole company was the main reason why they fell downhill. The other person I want to talk about and the other channel I want to talk about is Cyrus. Cyrus used to be known for his commentary and debunking videos that he would make on his channel. A lot of people respected the type of content that he makes and the type of things that he's talking about. But what people have not respected about him was his decisions that he made, which truly identified the type of person that he is. But people didn't know that. They just only cared to watch his videos and the type of content that he makes. They don't care about the type of things that he did off or on camera. Until some horrible allegations came out slandering his name and trying to convince the public not to subscribe to Cyrus. But slowly the allegations turned into affidavits and almost like a law, and that something is true, that Cyrus has been doing these things, and we could tell that it's true because he's literally admitted to it on his channel, which is now banned by YouTube. If you haven't seen my top 5 most evil YouTubers video, check that out, because one of the YouTubers kind of did the same thing that Juario did. Juario is explained in the top 5 evil YouTubers, but they basically did the same thing in a sexual way and been sexting all these girls, and they were under the age of 16 when he is about like 21. Look at this. What I like to think in my head and say in my head is, what are people's motive and why are they wanting to do this? What is their reasoning and what is their justification of doing this? Why do they do this? What is this benefiting out of? Who is it benefiting out of this? What are they doing this for? But I like to have a little analogy with these like sort of sex offenders and pedophile type of people. And what I like to notice is this. There was also another influencer called Kayla Massa, and she was mostly known on Instagram. She didn't make a lot of stories, but she posted a lot of reels. Sometimes she would be at nice places showing her money and clothes and stuff, which is not a bad thing. People like her fans obviously wanted those clothes, and what did she do? She said, anybody who wants to have a prize, just send me their credit card information. And hold up. Who would want to do that? Who would just want to send their credit card information to a random girl that they've seen online? Well, it was obviously their fans, and they did that, and Kayla Massa actually ended up... Whoa, I was about to tell you the answer. Before I do that, we'll play a little guessing game. Pick A through C if Kayla did this. A. After rethinking her decisions and actions she made, she didn't want the money from people's cards. B. She was actually generous and gave them the money. C. She scammed them entirely. I will give you 30 seconds and don't cheat. Don't skip ahead of the video. All right. Okay, and it was C. And Kayla Massa ended up doing this, and there was also a stat where she ended up scamming over 45 of her followers, when she has over 300,000 followers, and many of whom were under 18 years old. Scamming your fans over a little bit of money, and this was also to statistically like how many money she's earned from scamming. Over $1.5 million. If you don't believe me, literally Kayla would ask for the information. People would give her the information, right? And she would literally take all the money from them. She would literally take the money and spend it all on clothes and not even give them the money that they wanted. And whenever she would get caught over it, she would end up blocking the people. How this correlates with sex offenders is how many people Cyrus did this to. He sex offended over 40 different people. Someone we trusted just backstab all the fans like that. Just say, and I'll forget that. They'll never find them. This is why, like I said in the top evil YouTubers video, what happens in the dark comes to the light. You will never want to do this. You will never want to find yourself being goofy off of doing this. So the moral of this story is just keep on grinding, doing whatever. But just if there's something that you did, own up to it and take accountability of that, and then we could go our ways. You don't have to hide it, because hiding it will just make it worse, dude. Just always do stuff genuine too, and life will get better if you keep on going forward. Anyways, it's Shamar, aka Prince Mentality, and I'm out. Peace.